Alrighty, and we are live. Everybody, welcome back once again to our channel for our final race group of the week. We are here with our Gnosis Division 2 group, and in the comms booth, you have me, La Rodri, and alongside me, we have Mini Tony. So, Tony, back
Hello,
here once
hello.
again.
Yes, race two of season seven. Wow. COTA. Lovely track. Fun track.
Yeah, honestly, it has a mixture of everything, right? It's from what I gather, it's like a mix of Silverstone and people always say another track. I'm trying to remember exactly. Because you got the
So,
S's or even Japan.
yeah, so you've got like Maggots and Beckett's style, like turn three, four, five,
Hmm.
super fast. Then you've got like the big braking zones into the hairpin, turn 11, and turn 12, also fairly heavy braking zone. And then the last one with the long sweeping corners. I think that they took like inspiration from Silverstone and the Turkish Grand Prix track.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't remember watching much of that back in the day.
Yeah, no, it's
But
honestly
yeah,
yeah, I agree. It's a fun track, and from what I see on the group chat and the live chat, it looks like it's going to be a dry race. So everybody's
boo.
prayers having been answered because
I was
nobody wanted rain.
I was hoping that Kern Dog had like completely jinxed himself with his commentary
Yeah.
on on Monday, wishing for no rain. I was like, oh, it's coming.
It makes it interesting, but I know on the track, the drivers hate it. Well, certain drivers, of course.
Nah, yeah, I mean it can make it interesting and everything, but I'm more sympathetic. I think I prefer dry races. You know, these guys put in a lot of practice, especially with no line. You know, you got to learn all the braking zones. You got to get the flow right,
Mhm.
and they practice hard. Uh, I want I like seeing them execute their practice, and drivers being rewarded.
Put in some practice before this race with I believe leader lead bag always having the practice sessions. So yeah, I mean, all of them putting practice in and doing a phenomenal job to execute on the race. But yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing how this group does. I am going to look at the Discord chat. I do see Alberto is looking to join. From what I understood, I thought he wasn't going to be able to join. Um, so let me look back at that. If you
Yeah,
want to
absolutely.
stay on board with Infant Eater, possibly.
Yeah, and from Eater now reaching turn 11, heavy braking zone into the hairpin, critical to get a good exit here as he gets a little bit of a snap. That's going to cost him some time. This is a very, very critical traction zone to get maximum speed as quickly as possible down the back straight. Into the braking zone into turn 12, great overtaking opportunity spot as we enter sector 3 with these long sweeping corners. First long right with triple apexes there, sweeping left, and now this one to the right turn. Well, I guess it's 3 turns, 16, 17, 18. It's one turn in my book, just a big long right hander, very very easy to overheat the tires, and we missed the apex there in turn 19, blind apex. I don't think I ever got that corner right in the, I don't know how many dozens of laps, maybe hundreds of laps I've done. Yeah, but that is Infant Eater putting at 134.8.
Oh,
Definitely some places where he'll be looking to find some extra time. As we have Julius Caesar now setting the standard, now master off 133.7.
oh, looks
Lap
like
times are coming.
Capitan getting invalidated there.
Oh yeah.
And I do see Hoban Raleigh. I think he might have been on a banker lap considering he used up the majority of his battery. So, although, did he actually use that when he was coming out the pits? Actually, no, no, no. No, he may have actually been on a banker lap then. Or have invalidated.
Yeah, heavy races here, finishing up a lap. Let's see what time he can put in. It's a 1:35.4. And for reference, DRS, I believe, was the fastest of the Division 2 drivers that reserved in the other divisions in quali with a 1:33.4. on Monday in Division One. Excellent, excellent lap.
Yeah, no, he did. He did quite well on in qualifying. I don't know if you saw his stream though on exactly what happened to him for him to to crash and out and bring out the virtual safety car.
The virtual safety car. Yeah, it got tangled with R. Manson, right?
He had a little bit of a loss of control of the car and just was trying to
Yeah.
save it, and unfortunately, our Manson was there. So
Yeah, well, we
very.
got both of them on track today, so maybe we'll keep it clean this time.
Hopefully, we don't see a repeat. I don't want to see that. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
I actually got the perfect view because I think I was following them. I need to check my POV again, see if I have good footage of
Oh
of that
wow.
incident.
I'm gonna have to look back at that one on your stream.
I'll clip it
All right, we
as
have.
Honey Burger goes into sector 3.
So I did ask Current Dog on what his idea or thoughts on the trickiest parts of this track were. How about for you personally?
Oh, no doubt about it. It's turn 19, the turn before last.
Mm-hmm.
The Honey Burger is going to be approaching now. This left hand, there is no way to see where that apex is, and he got it pretty well there. I mean, maybe taking a little bit too much of the curb, but very nicely done. I mean, turn 1 is difficult. Um, yeah, I think the turn 8-9 complex. It's very difficult to
Mm-hmm.
get. I mean, you have to get like a nice straight line cutting across. So you have to keep the car all the way to the right, very tight on turn 8, so that you can get a straight line out of turn 9, because that
Mm-hmm.
gives you a nice um, long portion where you're flat out between turn 9 and the
Mm-hmm.
hairpin in 11. But yeah, it's a tricky track all around, but it's like a really nice mix, right? Like the really fast sector 1, heavy braking zones in sector 2, and very long sweeping corners in sector 3 here as DRS Maestro
He
goes
actually took that
about.
really well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Camera
and
is on DRS Maestro, so it's all
so
gonna
that he
be
knows.
about whether he can make this. Yeah, that's nice. He does a really good job. This is gonna be a nice lap.
Yeah, and we were speaking before earlier as well regarding the track limits on this track. And DRS Master, wow, doing a really good job. Master off, taking it
Yeah,
away from him. We already
look at
saw
that.
a few invalidations, so we can already expect a couple of track limit penalties during the race.
Yes, without a line, this track is very difficult. It's very difficult to keep it in the line within track limits. Getting the 3 strikes penalties is exceptionally easy to rack up. I believe I finished with 6 seconds. No, 3 seconds. Six. I don't know. Something like that.
Was 6 seconds, yeah. Let's see. We have a couple of drivers who have yet to put in a lap time. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure Celius and Alberto are able to join in.
Yeah, let's get
So
him
going a
in.
little bit back and forth with the actual commentary in the Discord chat. But we
That's
do
good.
have a
That's
couple of
good.
drivers who have still yet to put in a lap time. So El Capitan, who I'm surprised hasn't been able to put in a lap. Hovind Rally, I think, is letting the other driver ahead of him through. I think that's actually no, actually it looks like that's leader Leebag, who improves, puts in a 135.0 to put himself in ninth.
See, Homen Rowley and El Capitan, two people that I can completely see taking this race. Oof. Missing that turn 1 apex just a little bit.
Oh, it looks like we do have yellow flags in the front. And it looks like those are going to go away though. But last week in Bahrain, we actually had our Manson put in pole position, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. He ended up dropping some positions. DRS took that win.
Mhm.
Um, but it's yeah, definitely one to watch, our Manson.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Armanson was on pole. Hovind Rally qualified in second. Master off third. Maestro in fourth. So top four put in some really close times amongst each other.
Yep, that is a phenomenal lap by Kern Dog. 134.2. It's lovely. Going out for on his out lap as
Oh,
Hovind Rowley is wrapping up his hot lap here.
and his teammate actually crossed the line and just put himself up into second in the front row. So Sauber team possibly looking quite strong for this qualifying session.
Hovind Rowley taking the last couple of corners very nicely. That is a provisional pole position with a 133.2. Lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly by Hovind Rally. Yeah, really great time from Hovind, and looks like we only have one driver who has yet to put in a time. That is Mr. Consistency himself, Paulie D, who climbed up 10 positions last week, I believe. Did a phenomenal race, and
he sandbags in quali. He's inflating those numbers. He knows he can get those overtakes done. He's like fully confident in his
he wants the racing
racecraft.
experience.
Yeah, he wants to overtake everybody every time. Yeah, no, definitely a phenomenal driver. Keeping it consistent and climbing up every week. It seems like he tends to qualify much worse than his race pace, or at least relative to other drivers.
Well, funny enough, because I was somewhat the same way. So my qualifying, I wasn't doing it intentionally. Of course, I'm not saying he does it intentionally, but my qualifying was very horrendous. But race-wise, you get into a comfortable flow. You kind of, just try taking those tires as much as you can, and just try keeping it as close to the cars ahead. And yeah, like I mentioned, you enter a flow compared to what you do in qualifying.
Yeah, I think that like it depends on the driving styles. So to extract absolutely everything from a quali lap, you have to be quite aggressive on the inputs. Like aggressive on the steering, and really scrub those tires to get maximum grip and extract maximum lap time out of them. Whereas in the race, I feel like better tire management, smoother inputs, right? So if you're that type of driver, you're definitely going to be performing better on Sundays than on Saturday quali.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe that's it.
Could be. And looks like Alberto, just waiting for him to accept my friend request over here.
Wait, Diaz Mastro's saying that this would make it 5 in a row in Division 2? Has he won the last 4 races? No way.
Well, he actually won. He did win the last 2 races in the last 2 races of last season.
I'm gonna fact check this, and then I'm gonna eat my words because I'm sure that he got it right. But that would be impressive if he's on a 4. I mean, he just jinxed himself with that message, but I'm not taking responsibility.
He can never
for that.
blame us.
Nope. But
all right, we have the grand majority of our drivers in the pit. Some of them already currently on an out lap. I do believe we have Hafrenix, if I'm not mistaken, about to start his lap, although it looks like that's going to be a little bit of an extra warm-up lap for him as he's keeping those warming up those tires here before the next lap. And DRS Maestro saying he does watch my videos for motivation.
yeah, so he did win the last 2 races last season, and I believe Imola and Shanghai. I don't know if there was an off-season or a pre-season race. There was, right?
There was.
Because if he won that, then this is his chance to be the pentacampeão, like the Brazilians in soccer.
Don't hype him up too much.
5 in a row. 5 in a row. That's impressive. Well, not yet. 4 in a row is already impressive. I see we have Mr. Kyle in the chat saying that he did win 6 in a row back in season 4 in Tier 2 when he was when he won the division tier two. Yeah,
He did, yeah.
dominant, dominant. It's a nice stat, Kyle. Thank you very much. Feeding us material to fill here the quali.
That's why he's part of the media team. Alrighty, so we have about 2.5 minutes left into the qualifying session, and we have already a couple of drivers who are out. So Master Off and Julius Caesar, I do see, and Master Off up by 3/10.
Wow.
So I could actually put himself possibly on pole position. Has to make sure he keeps it consistent here for this final sector. I'm just going to quickly send Celius and Alberto a little bit of a message, just a bigger a reminder for the rules. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Master Awfu now puts a pole position into the 132s. That's 132.8 for Master Off. Stonker of the lap, as J Dog would say.
Yep.
Brilliant.
And we do have Julius Caesar, who he goes a tad bit
Invalidates.
wide. Unfortunately, doesn't validate. I do wonder how much he was up on his time if he was. But that is quite gutting. I do see Hope and Riley and DRS Maestro are going to be setting up a lap soon, but looks like Honey Hunt has already put one. Infant Eater, who looks to be starting one soon, and El Capitan as well. So I'll keep a quick look at El Capitan to see how much time he's able to put in. Or actually, you know what? Since Hope and Riley's up ahead, I'll probably look at him first. And so, do you remember what was the pole position in Division 1?
In Division 1, I do remember it's 131.5.
131, jeez.
Yeah. No,
Monsters,
those guys are
absolute monsters. Oh,
They're
yeah,
monsters.
Hope and
They're
Riley
alien. Oh, that's
took a
unfortunate.
little bit too much of that curve, my goodness. So that is going to invalidate him. Who did I say was right behind? That was El Capitan, who
Yep.
appears to be still in it. El
Yeah,
Capitan,
very,
who
very easy.
finished the second last week, actually put in a really good performance. Almost caught up with DRS Maestro. And I think
Yeah, very fast driver.
definitely a driver, right, to contend there for the title. So let's see.
Here we go. So Celius got in. They're starting from P19, having not set a lap in quali.
Ooh, El Capitan, taking a quick look at him. He's almost up by half a second. And I do believe Julius Caesar was ahead. Julius Caesar, who has
Going into the pits.
Yeah, going into the pits. Kern Dog, I believe, already put in a lap time, or may have invalidated there in the first sector.
And then Capitan now heading to the last corner. Takes that nicely. On the power, finds himself into the second row provisionally in P4.
Yeah, still a great lap time from El Capitan there.
Yeah.
And DRS Maestro going a little bit too deep
but
there.
Fine.
Still puts in a purple second sector up 3/10. might have not been the ideal line, but maybe that line helped him.
Let's see what this comes up as. Maybe he's discovering the new lines.
Yeah, he's got the hacks. Oh boy, oh, DRS Maestro scared me a little bit with those track limits and puts himself up in the front row.
Yeah.
So Master Off keeping it as well, the
Master
provisional
Off.
pole.
I'm not going to be cheerleading for Master Off this time round because I don't want to be jinxing him this time round. I'm just going to leave him alone.
You're right. I think
do your race. Do your race.
We have some horrible commentator curse. We gotta just tell all the drivers they suck. We wish them bad luck. It's just to make sure they all finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly, really good, close qualifying session. I think the top 8 Master off, the only driver on the
Master Off is
132s. That's
monster.
nicely
That's
done.
a,
All right, let me just send them
yeah.
the race control.
Yeah, 132.8 would have gotten him a P8 in Division 1 on the grid. That is crazy fast lap.
Yep,
So the
definitely.
grid that we have for today is Master off with his monster lap, followed by DRS Master on the front row, Joven Rowley and El Capitan in the second row, followed by Bulia Caesar, Kern Dog in P6, Infant Eater, Armanson, Honeytons, and Paulie D, Mr. Consistency, are the top 10. Then we've got Guardians Heavy Races leader, Leebag, MJW in P14, the Argentine Halfrenix, Huckleberry, BC, Chernobyl Clocks, Honeyburger, and Celius, who seems to either have the Texas flag or the Chilean
That's the
flag.
Chilean flag. That's the Chilean flag. You know, I
We can
completely
pretend
forgot
it's
their. Oh,
we
you
can
know
pretend it's
what?
the Texas
We...
flag because then it's his own race.
You're
So
exactly
yeah, with
right.
Celius in P19 having not set a lap, trying to maybe go to a last to first challenge.
Yep, yep. And I do believe Alberto also was able to enter the, I think it's the Aston Martin seat, so it should be a
Oh,
full driver or full,
oh,
sorry, full grid.
phenomenal. Yeah, Division 2 really turns up. It's a sunny racing conditions. Gonna have a hot track. Nice for high tire drag. I wonder what strategies these drivers are gonna be putting out. I haven't seen a lot of the reverse hard to mediums.
No, not
We'll
really.
see.
I saw it in tier one and two. So I saw it with Stevie in tier one and Omama Shan in tier two. I don't think in division one we had any.
In
And
Division 1 there were a couple, I think. But it's always been like just a handful. I
mhm,
think overwhelmingly the strategy has been to start on the mediums
yeah,
by
honestly, I think
most.
the medium to hard strategy is probably the best call on this track. Of course, everybody's pace is different. Um, but yeah, for example, Stevie was, speaking of our main, like our fastest drivers in that group, Stevie struggled quite a lot with the hard compounds in the first opening laps, and he lost a lot of positions. So he qualified in the front
Mm.
row, finished quite a few positions down. So, of course, like I mentioned, everybody's pace is different, everybody's tire management is different. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes in terms of who chooses the reverse strategy. I think Paulie might. I think he's actually. I think he favors the reverse strategy a lot more than the other
Poly
drivers.
D?
Yeah,
Oh, guaranteed Poly D is doing a reverse strategy. Guaranteed.
guaranteed.
He does it every time. And it works. I mean, credit to him. He often has phenomenal races on the reverse strategy. But this is a track where, I mean, I think, I forget who it was. I think it was Escargot that undercut me by one lap. And then, he was like he was a half second or 1 second behind me. And after one lap undercut, he was a second ahead. So really, I don't know if that was like a terrible in lap on my behalf, but no, the undercut might be a powerful strategy here. So pitting
Mhm,
earlier. And yeah, we've had people pit as early as lap 10, I feel like, on the mediums, and as late as lap 13, which is
mhm.
what I did on Monday, and kind of regret.
Yeah, it's. Oh, actually, look, Panther is also Chilean.
Oh, we've got two Texans on the grid.
Two Texans. Yes, there we go. Two Texans.
Brilliant.
And I like Honey Tons on the Discord chat telling everybody, to do the four stop strategy this race.
For sure.
wanting
For sure.
wanting the win.
Hard mediums, hard mediums.
All right, looks like they may have actually just probably initiated the timer. Oh, they did. Okay.
Oh,
I in the right when I actually had just sent it. But anyways, we do have the lights going off and away they go. I'm gonna steal away the starting from you, Mini Tony. But looks like we do
please do.
have DRS Maestro already doing a phenomenal job to take the lead ahead of Master Off. I do see a little bit of contact from the mid pack there as well. Uh, we do have our Manson who has managed to climb up 6 positions there. And we do have a
Wow.
couple battles happening in the front still going on. I do see MJW picking up a 10-second penalty. Not exactly sure what exactly happened there, but it looks like there was a collision with Panther. I think that early start may have interfered with a couple of the drivers.
Yeah, but we don't see any big gaps, so nobody was actually, flipped around or nobody spun out. We have a pretty, I mean, the only gap we see is between DRS Maestro, who had a phenomenal start and is now a second and a half ahead of R. Manson, who climbed 6 positions, finds himself in second place provisionally, with Kerndog also climbing 3 positions in third.
Yep, and we have
Great start by those.
quite a few drivers trying to make a couple of moves still on this first lap. So Honeyton's battling it out here with El Capitan, but up in the front we have 3 drivers battling it. So Julius Caesar, Masterov, and Kerndog. As Kerndog tries to go for the move on the inside, and looks like he might actually be able to make a stick, though he does appear to have right end plate damage. So that is going to be quite tricky, especially on the first sector of this track. But honestly, he's doing quite well to maintain the pace, although going a tad bit wide right there. But of course, it is going to be a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, get that extra downforce without the front wing.
Yep, exactly.
Use it on the straight. Use it on the straight, Kerndog.
And so we do have DRS enabled now. Hobby Race is getting disqualified for going the wrong way. For some reason, I feel like this always happens to him all the time. And that is going to be very gutting. I'm not exactly sure where he's at.
I don't know, but Panther dropped behind 19 seconds now.
Oh yeah, and that is Bully Caesar going sideways on the middle of the track, and luckily the driver's doing really well to dodge that.
And we have a VSC. I believe is a VSC. I don't see that safety car coming out.
All right, so
yeah, so taking stock. We've got that was.
I did see a bit of a dodge right there, but let me try getting Honeyburger back into the session.
Yeah, that was a bit of a dodge by Honeytons, and I'm not quite sure what happened. Keep the delta positive with a little bit of a margin. Don't kill yourself over like a tenth. It's a long race. It's not worth risking.
Yeah, and so they're still under
penalty or worse. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still under the virtual safety car, and so all the drivers are going to have to be cautious about the drive-through penalty here, keeping it right within the delta.
Yeah, and keep it with a bit of a margin. It really isn't worth it to squeeze that last tenth. With a huge risk of, there we go, Celius with the drive-through penalty, very unfortunate.
Oh, just as we were saying.
As we resume, as we resume racing speed, a master off, finding his way to the back of R. Manson's car. Up into turn 1.
Ooh, it looks like we have Hoven Rally trying to get the move done on the outside of Honeytons. Honeytons defending well right there on the inside, and it looks like he's going to keep that position. And so looking at the strategy, so it looks like the grand majority, opting for the medium tires. We have Paulie D in the top 10, who did start on the hard compounds, as he says. Surprise, surprise. But
Chernobyl Clocks, Huckleberry, and that's it. So 3 drivers starting on the hards.
Yep.
Let's see how that works out.
We do have MJW, who is pitting, most likely to serve that 10-second penalty, or also possibly having the drive-through was from MJW.
Oh, who got the drive-through? Did they already serve it then? Oh, Celius. Yes,
it was Celius, right? Okay.
You're right.
Okay, yeah. Also, MJW did actually serve the 10-second penalty. So head down, because of course you never know if a safety car is going to come out, and so anything could happen in this race.
Yeah, and MJW is, a consistent, fast racer, so I wouldn't put it past him to close that gap.
Ooh, yeah, and that is Hoven Rally going a bit off track there, and so Honeytons is going to retake that position as they continue to battle out. But up in the front, looks like Masterov possibly having a much better exit here, and does have the DRS now enabled, and so looking to get that P2 from our Manson. He is going to get that nice and easily done.
It takes the inside line, so he has to slow down a little bit more, but gets to gets the overtake done nicely on Armanson.
It looks like Hovan Rally losing another position now to Infant Eater. And Hovan Rally now with his teammate right behind him. We did see them also battling in Bahrain, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we're within the same proximity of each other.
Yeah, very strong team, very evenly matched. In Bahrain, I think they finished. Yeah, so Hogan Rowley ended up finishing, I think, like 11th or something. But they were close together for most of the race.
Yeah, and really nice overtake Bully Caesar just did on his teammates. So Bully Caesar now swapping team orders, putting himself up into 8th and up ahead Infant Eater, trying to get the move done on Honeytons, and his Honeytons, actually, yeah, Infant Eater going to try defending that. Yeah, really nice side-by-side racing from all the drivers, though. I think all of them
Yeah,
being
respectful.
cautious.
Now Infant Eater taking the inside line into turn 13. Lovely.
Simply lovely.
Simply lovely.
And I do want to give Kern Dog a bit of respect. He does have that missing right end plate, but he's doing a phenomenal job to keep it up in the top 5 at the moment.
Yep. Yep.
And I think, as you mentioned, he's going to have that straight line speed. So El Capitan, even with the DRS, doesn't have a lot of battery up to use, and is going to stay right behind of the Mercedes. Oh, and I do see we have appear to be yellow flags. I think that's Celius there in the sector 3. I will say, the DRS Maestro doing really well to maintain that gap ahead of Master Off, though. Over 3 seconds now.
Don't worry, DRS Maestro, the camera is off your car, so you're safe.
Let me switch it back over to
for
him.
now. Yeah, so in the top 4, you're starting to see some gaps opening. But we've got a nice long DRS train from Kern Dog all the way down to Leader Liebag. So from 4th to 10th place, or to 9th place.
Yeah, Kern Dog is doing well to keep El Capitan at bay. And because of that, you know, being the leader of the DRS train here.
That straight line speed, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. You know, it works perfect in Baku. Just hit yourself against the wall and you're
there you go.
Zooming on the straight.
Yeah, Mario Kart it.
Yep, exactly. So El Capitan is going to have another chance to try making an overtake here on Kern Dog. Although Kern Dog looking to be cautious with the battery, doing well to keep the position ahead of the Ferrari now.
Yeah, he's absorbing pressure like an absolute champ. And keeping himself, you know, in a great place. Now Master Off with a 3-second penalty. Our first,
I will say, it came out a little bit later than I expected. I believe Tier 4, they came out lap 4, if I'm not mistaken. I know one of the groups on Mondays, it was on lap 4, and I was like, whew, that's quite early.
Yes, I'm surprised, yeah, that everybody's keeping it very clean. And now that I've said that, we're gonna start reining in, I'm sure.
Imagine.
So El Capitan here going on the back straight with the DRS. Kern Dog trying to defend on the inside line. Is he going to defend the place? He is.
Nicely
and
done.
He's going to keep it. Oh my goodness, that's strong defense.
Nicely done to give just enough space on the outside for El Capitan. So
yeah,
really good racing between those two.
Yeah, El Capitan being exceptionally patient here. Kudos to him as well, not forcing anything. Ooh, as it seems like Kern Dog might have had a bit of a jiggle there with a loose end. Not sure if there was any contact. Yep, but losing a couple of places. El Capitan now getting the free air, the clean air in the front of the DRS train.
Might be struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
I do believe he listens to the streams as well, so let's not gas him up too much. Well, let's see. Some drivers possibly trying to go 3 wide. I do believe that was a little bit of contact there between Honeytons and Kern Dog, but looks like no harm, no foul. Although the kick Sauber drivers showing up right behind.
Oh, no bueno side by side there.
Oh, yeah, that
Ooh, no
is
bueno side by side there.
no.
Oh, that's
Oh,
unfortunate.
that is Honeytons into the wall. And that is actually going to bring out a safety car. I won't lie, I was holding my breath there. And
Yes.
so both the kick Saubers doing well to dodge that. And so moving up a position, unfortunate for Honeytons, who does hit the barrier and is
Yeah.
going to be retiring from the track. Yeah, like you said, Sector 1 is not the most ideal place to go side by side. You can. I have seen it happen. I've seen it done nicely, but it's such a tricky part. And if you know the driver ahead of you
Yeah.
has wing damage, it's even more trickier for them. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it requires one driver backing out, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't always get that.
But
Doesn't mean necessarily that it's anybody's fault.
mm-hmm,
It can just
mm-hmm.
be side by side racing where you can't really go side by side, unfortunately, and nobody backs out.
Yep, exactly,
Stewards can take a
exactly.
look at that. No worries. Um, they can sort anything out.
Yep, definitely. Just very unfortunate for Honey Tons, but better luck next race, which will be in Japan. Uh, although that track also has S's. A little bit of
Yes.
flashbacks. Uh,
Hmm.
so they do have the safety car, and this does actually help out Current Dog though, considering he did have that wing damage. So he might lose a bit of time if he gets that wing fixed, but honestly, I don't think it will be so much. Take a
He was
quick look.
showing excellent pace.
He definitely was. He
He was
definitely was.
showing excellent pace, leading that DRS train for the longest time, defending against El Capitan, who is, a phenomenal driver in his own right. So it wasn't defending against anybody
Mhm.
easy. Massive kudos to him. But yeah, it seems like that front wing damage might have. There we go.
Yeah, so that's going to be
As
from.
Hafrenix gets a drive through.
Ooh,
That is unfortunate.
yeah, it's going to be quite. I think it's going to be quite harsh for the medium runners though, because 20 laps left, including 21 laps, including this one. So this definitely helps out drivers like Paulie D, who started on the hard compounds, right? Staying out.
Yeah, he makes the reverse strategy work. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
somehow it always works out for him. And I will say this also gives MJW an opportunity to catch up to the grid and try. It's only been 8 laps in. Plenty of laps remaining for some overtakes, for some changes to happen. And so this can definitely help out MJW in terms of his race.
Yeah, make up for those that 10-second penalty he had to serve early on in the race. So I think that Baco in Tier 1
Hmm.
pit from medium to hards in lap 7 and managed to take it all the way to the end. I can't imagine that feeling any good towards the end of that second stint, but it is possible. Might take a little bit of tire whispering, but yeah, the hards are quite durable.
Actually, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You said that
He
he
pit in
pit
lap
early, right?
7,
He did pit
and
in
then
lap
yeah, so he
7.
pit in lap 7, put on the hards, and then took them all the way.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and I don't think he actually said if the tires were feeling horrendous towards the end, but like you mentioned, they probably were.
Yeah, probably. So Master off staying out now on 8 lap old mediums. Um, hmm.
Probably more considering he does have that 3 second penalty. He might be more focused on positioning.
Yeah, I guess he has to try and do
It's
something a little bit different to the rest.
I guess
If
I'm
he's
trying to think.
lucky, if he's lucky with like a safety car in the next couple of laps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A little bit of a
Um,
gamble.
yeah, a little gamble. A little gamble.
say I think this is the first time Master Off actually leads the safety car restart if he does choose to keep it on the track right now.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had to lead a safety car restart.
No,
I would definitely panic if that ever happened.
I remember when the first time it happened to me, I was like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah, remember to let the safety car
Uh,
go in sector 3. Slow
yeah,
down,
yeah.
because the game won't let you go until it's into the pits.
Hmm.
And we've seen it cause some issues, I believe, in Vegas.
Yeah,
Was
technically
it
it's on
last
all the
season?
tracks. Yeah, and last season
Yeah.
in Vegas with Ultron, and it looks like we do have the safety car coming in. So Master Off slowing down a little bit, trying to give the safety car a little bit of time to go into the pits.
Yeah. You gotta be like Frozen here. Let it go.
Let it go, let it go. I have to be a little bit
Not
cautious
Frozen
though,
the
because that
driver,
entry is slow.
Frozen
Yeah,
the Disney show.
yeah, my I understood. I understood. All right, so is DRS Maestro going to try getting the run on Master Off here? Master Off who's defending with 8-lap old medium tires, so the
And
drivers
away we
behind
go.
having to be cautious here.
Yeah, but Master off, getting off nicely. Keeping that advantage.
Ooh, a little bit of a
Now
wiggle
everybody's gonna be
there.
on cold hards.
Wait,
Those are gonna be like coming after the safety car. Those are gonna be chilly. They're
and
gonna
I
take a while to warm up.
I did hear some contact. I think that might have been Bullius Caesar and El Capitan. Bullius Caesar now missing his left end plate. Oh, sorry, right end plate. And so
And
he
El
is going to
Cap.
be struggling here in the sector. All drivers actually looking to be quite cautious here. Infinite Eater possibly looking to get a move done on Hoven Rally, taking a peek on the inside. Who's going to break later? And looks like me not getting the helicopter view.
Thank you, EA.
Dang it! Dang it. I wish they put it
The
up a little
helicopter
bit
view in
higher.
COTA, Sector 1 helicopter view in COTA is sick.
I've been trying to get
It's
it.
so good. Ooh, that's late on the brakes from
Nice.
Hafernix. He makes it
Nicely
stick.
done.
Wow. The late of the late breakers.
Yep, and we do have leader Lee back there trying to take the position on the inside, and it looks like he is going to get the position. And from actually, Hogan Rowley trying to defend the position there on the inside. Nice side-by-side racing, and looks like leader Lee Bags is going to get the upper hand, while up ahead, Julius Caesar is struggling and does get overtaken there by Infant Eater and Hafernix as well.
Yeah. Well, that's not a place you usually see overtakes. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely not. Julius Caesar's definitely struggling a bit as now leader Lee Bag is putting in a little bit of pressure on him. Although Julius Caesar using up that battery to try to defend, but leader Lee Bag up on the inside. Being cautious on the line, and looks like Julius Caesar is going to keep that position. Let's see, can I get the helicopter view now?
Got yellow flags in Sector 1, but seems like everybody's moving along nicely. As we see some penalties start to trickle in at lap 11, I'm very impressed with how these drivers are keeping it within the white lines so far.
Oh, it looks like we do have Kern Dog now making a move on Hoven Rally there on the inside. Manages to make the move stick. And remaining right
And he's
ahead
gonna
of
get the
the
DRS as
kick
well.
salver. Nicely done from Kern
Yeah.
Dog. And so we have quite a few positions happening at the position changes happening at the same time. I do see up in the front Infant Eater getting past El Capitan, leader
Yeah.
Leebag getting past Kern Dog, and I do believe that was
So Armanson getting past Paulie D, and DRS that got switching places just briefly with Master off at the top. That's brilliant. Lots of action all throughout the field.
yeah, really close racing. El Capitan, I don't think he has any wing. Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have a missing right end plate, and does
Yeah,
appear to be
that's
struggling
not gonna
to
feel good.
turn that car. So both El Capitan and Bully Caesar with the missing end plate, and looks like Hafernix is going to let El Capitan go. Hafernix getting disqualified from the race.
Yeah, unfortunate for ignoring the drive-through penalty. You have to
Oh,
serve that
that's
drive-through penalty
right.
within a number of laps. I believe
Yeah.
it's like 2 or 3. We've had
Hmm.
issues with that and the safety car in the past, but I think he definitely had the chance to serve it. Unfortunate for Hafrenix.
Yeah, that's gutting, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, very unfortunate for the McLaren team, who, if I'm not mistaken, are up there in the constructors' championship at the moment, having a really good start
That is right. Yeah,
last race, right?
they yeah between Paulie D finishing in third or fourth, I'd rather say in Bahrain and Hafrenix in P8. They were the leaders of the Constructors' Championship, so that opens the door for another team to take on, either Racing Bulls or Ferrari, that are just 3 points away
Hmm.
from McLaren on the Constructors. And oof, we've got DRS Maestro, of course, having a pretty good race and effective uh, pole position, given Master Off's penalty and the fact that he has yet to pit.
Yep, and our Madsen has also picked up a penalty as well, so Pauly D in a really good position here. Is about 6 seconds behind of DRS Maestro, but he's keeping the pace, and
Yeah,
as you
but he
mentioned,
has he has to
he
pit
does have
still,
to pay again, yeah. So
so
our
not for a
Manson,
while though.
yep, our Manson taking that position, Infiniter as well. And so it looks like, yeah, so it looks like it may have actually been a bit of a glitch there for Hafrenix. He did say that his engineer told him to pit next lap.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, it looks like that was a little bit of a possibly an EA issue, which is always unfortunate. Unfortunately, we don't have any control of that.
Hmm. Not happy with his engineer, Hafrenix. Feel like
Fire him.
like like Checo Perez, I think, in Australia was not happy.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. All right. Oh, looks like up ahead we do have DRS Maestro and Master Of doing a little bit of a switch around once again. So DRS Maestro retaking the lead here. I
Yeah,
do.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with Nasserov keeping DRS Master behind him for 5 laps now on old mediums.
Mhm.
Um, he still has to pit, and he's got that 3 second, but he is showing good race
Ooh,
pace today.
and
Kern Dog.
Kern Dog with the switchback, or attempting the
Ooh,
switchback, a little bit of contact there, and I do
a
think
little tappy tap.
a little
Oof.
bit of a tap there from Hoven Rally as well. I don't think Hoven Rally was expecting Kern Dog to turn. Uh,
Unfortunately, they keep it pointing in the same direction, so they've lost a little bit of time, but not too much. They're still in it.
Big respects to Kern Dog though. He had that damage in the opening laps and still keeping in the top 10. As we do have Master off now pitting, El Capitan appears to be letting his teammate through, which I think is a really good team strategy there, considering El Capitan does have that damage.
Yeah, and Ferrari could definitely snag the constructors' lead with a decent finish from leader Liebeg and El Capitan.
Yeah, they're both in a really good position. Fifth and seventh, wow.
Yeah, and effectively once Poly D pits, that's fourth and sixth.
Yeah, so I'm looking at so it's the McLaren, the Racing Bulls, and the Ferrari in the top three at the moment. Looking at their positions, well, VCarb doing Racing Bulls, TRS Maestro and Guardians doing a wonderful job at the moment. Uh, both of them in the top 10, Ferrari as well. Peter Liebang and El Capitan in the top 10. But yeah, unfortunately for the McLaren and Pauly D having to hold the fort and try securing as much points as he can.
Yeah, will Poly be able to do a bit of a late comeback once he switches over to the mediums? Because at the moment, those hard tires are, I think, sending him backwards.
It might be. Ooh, Kern Dog going a tad bit wide and now picking up a 3 second penalty for multiple warnings now. So Pauly D is going to pit now. And leader Liebag and Kern Dog gaining the position there. Ooh, and that is leader Liebag. A little bit of contact there from, actually, was that El Capitan Kerndog, actually? Confusing
Yep.
both the Red Bulls. Ooh,
Yeah.
very close.
Joven Rowley taking advantage of that, but Kerndog just making the overtake in the S's.
Yeah, great overtake from Kerndog there. They do, let's see, looking at the penalties, both Kerndog and Hoven Rally with the 3-second penalty. So of course you don't know if they can appeal, but also it's fair game between these two since they both have
Yep,
penalties.
for sure. Joven Rowley taking the hairpin very nicely. See if he can find himself with the DRS and the speed advantage. Kerndog shouldn't have changed that front wing. He'd have better straight line speed.
Although he's faring just as fine,
Yeah, yeah. No,
keeping the position
phenomenal,
ahead
great
of Hoven
defense.
Rally. Yeah, Kerndog's putting up a master defense on this race, I will say.
So now looking up ahead a little bit further, DRS now finding a nice little cushion to Infant Eater 6 seconds behind, who sits again comfortably ahead of Armanson with a 4 second gap. So a nice spread margins in the top of the field, with some action happening a little bit further back between Hoven Rowley and Kerndog. Hoven Rowley here, which with the DRS again will try to get closer to Kerndog. I think that's a back marker ahead of Kerndog.
No, actually, I think that is leader Liebag in the
Is
Ferrari.
it?
Yep, that is.
Oh.
I'll call him a benchmarker.
No, I thought leader Liebag had a bigger gap to Kerndog. My bad. That's my bad. No disrespect, man.
Oh, but we got more penalties coming out. Guardians picking up the 3-second penalty. I did see El Capitan has actually pit, so Capitan dropping to 16th now, coming out behind of MJW.
I wonder if he had to repair some damage from contact.
Well, remember he had the missing end plate.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
so he was doing well, staying within the group. But I think at a certain point, once the tires start dying down, it's a little bit of a struggle. And up ahead, we do have Current Dog who gets the overtake done nicely on Leader Leadback, although Leader Leadback trying
Yeah.
to defending on the outside,
Now
no, staying put
Kerndog takes the
behind.
defensive line, takes the inside line. He's gonna try and take the inside line here as well.
Oh, Leader Leadback with the
Leader Liebag
switchback.
finds a
Nicely done.
nice speed there.
Although Current Dog is
Can he find
not
in the
giving that
traction
up.
zone? Wow.
Yeah, so Leader Leadback, he's in a good position, although he does have 8 lap of medium, so I'm curious to know if he's going to want to pit again, although he's in a pretty good, comfortable spot. Although that little wiggle gave me a little bit of a scare. Jeez.
And Hoven Rowley trying to capitalize on that. Picking the inside line into turn one, braking uphill and rotating the car. Does a good job. Is going to try and keep that overtake. It seems like he does with leader Liebag now following into the S's.
You can tell I'm just begging for the helicopter view. It doesn't give it to me at all. Oh boy.
The mats are off now, finding himself in 7th place.
Not bad for having stayed out
No.
in the safety car.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think also leader Liebag has we have El Capitan picking up the 3-second penalty, but does manage to get the overtake done on MJW, who looks to be having quite a difficult race today. But Hoven Rally trying to sniff that gap there to make the move on current dials. It's like he's not going to be able to, remaining right behind the Mercedes. Art Manson, for the second week in a row, I think in a comfortable spot, right? Racing on his own.
Having a lonely, boring race.
Yeah, he's got the 5-second gap ahead of him, and then he has a 5-second gap behind him. So
Yeah, just him and alone with his thoughts for 30 plus minutes.
as long as he keeps
in
it focused,
COTA.
you don't want to daydream, right? Start counting the clouds that are above you.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but Hoven Rally still closing in on the back of Kern Dog. Is he going to try making a move here on the outside or try attempting a switchback? No, Kern Dog putting the car in a wonderful spot to defend.
Yeah, and Kurndog is always finding excellent traction out of the out of the out of the corn dogs, out of the corners. Oh no, I'm cooked.
You know what? You sound better than me on Monday for Tier 1. I was tired. I was stuttering like crazy. I sounded like an idiot.
No.
Out of the corn dogs. I'm crying. Oh
But
man.
you
Well,
see what I'm talking about? Look at the traction that the Kurndog is getting out of the
corn dog or kern dog?
out of the. I don't even know.
Oh boy, no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely. It's all right. Maybe they sell the corn dogs for the crowd, right? But no, you're absolutely right. Kern Dog is doing a phenomenal job to keep the traction on. And I think he actually, was offering a little bit of advice on the community chat on our group. He was
Hmm.
mentioning about trying to get used to that traction off, um, and just trying to keep the car straight, trying not to oversteer, understeer so much. And looks like it's paying off pretty well for him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes there's tracks where it just clicks for you, and it just feels more natural.
Hmm.
Maybe this is one of those tracks for him. As Hoven Rowley yet again tries to find a way past Kerndog, because he is starting to get pressure from leader Liebag behind.
Yeah, and leader Leadback, who has no penalties. I hope I don't jinx him. Has no penalties. Has the three in front of him with the penalties. But of course, our Manson
Hmm.
is quite far ahead. But as long as leader Leadback could try managing these tires, these medium tires, all the way to the end. Hopefully, they don't pop on him. But
I mean, that's a bit of a tall order.
right, yeah.
So you're looking at 20 laps on the mediums.
Hmm.
That would be
Yeah,
Master off now climbing his way back, catching up with this pack.
yeah, nicely done there. And I do believe Current Dog defending on the inside, keeping Hoven Rally at bay. And not me asking for the helmet point of view. What the heck?
Everybody's favorite camera.
Yep. Apparently, I have to think. I have to see what the drivers are thinking. Jeez. Oh boy. But looking at the tires, so Master Off has 5-lap-old hard compounds. The two drivers ahead of him, 11-lap-old, 6-lap older tires compared to him. You could
Yeah,
definitely use this to his advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at Master off because he's gonna have a massive tire advantage towards the end of the race, and even with that 3-second penalties, I wouldn't be surprised if he finds that gap. The question is, like, I mean, I think that he could, he's caught up with this pack that goes from Kern Dog to Leader Lee Bag. Will he be able to catch up with Armanson? Will that tire advantage be enough to close that 10-second gap he currently has to Armanson?
Oh, is it 10 seconds? It is 7. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually.
Quick math. It doesn't have to be right. Just
Yeah.
it just has to be quick.
Oh, I think
That's
it
one of
was
my
right.
favorite things. Turtle is an actual genius.
Ooh, and looks like we have Master Rob joining the battle as well. So Hoven Rally made the overtake done on Kern Dog, and I think actually still manages to keep the DRS there as Master Off approaches and trying to make the move on the outside of Kern Dog. Can Kern Dog defend here?
Ooh, pushing him off the track a little bit. Was there enough space? You always have to leave it this space.
I think he gave him just enough.
Yep.
But Master Off with a possible switch back. Ooh, both of them going a little bit of a wiggle.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be great for Hoven Rowley if these guys start fighting it out. So, try and
oh, that was a little bit of contact. Where are they? Between
there they go.
Mastoff and Kernzang. And so DRS Master is actually pitting for another set of hard compounds.
Oh, interesting.
With
he must have
Infant
Must have been
Eater
suffering a
pitting.
little bit with the tire wear.
Oof, Kerndog almost missing his breaking point, almost into the back of Master Off. And now it's switched up a little bit. So we have DRS Maestro having pit for the second time, opting for the hard compounds. Infant Eater pitting for the second time, opting for the soft tires. And
I'm
with
surprised.
seven, quick math, that's 8 laps remaining, including this
Yep.
one. I mean, is it worth it? Let me see the interval
I mean,
between DRS Maestro coming out. Because DRS Maestro is going to have a little bit of traffic. That's if Hoven Rally and Kerndog and stay out. Leader Leibag might pit again, considering he had to switch over to the mediums. Let's see, we do have Kerndog and Hoven Rally still battling it out, with Hoven Rally giving just enough space on the outside for Master Off, who... did I say Kerndog?
yep.
Master Off keeping the position ahead of the Kick Sauber. See, we both need our naps.
I'm ready to go to bed. But I do want to watch the end of this race first, because this promises a fun ending with DRS now with a mountain to climb, Infant Eater as well, on different strategies, hards. DRS Master, I'm a little bit surprised,
Yeah,
versus
well,
Infant Eater on the softs.
well, because I don't think DRS Maestro is comfortable enough to go for the one stop from what I've seen, and from what he's mentioned as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, because even
yeah.
in
I mean,
Bahrain last week, he opted
mhm,
for the two stop.
mhm.
Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
maybe he didn't.
seven.
Maybe he wasn't gonna make it. Maybe he wasn't
Yeah,
gonna make it to the end on those tires.
or pushing the tires.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could see the tire wear.
Yeah,
But
well, funny enough, I can see it with my information on our race stats, but of course I don't mention that because,
right, yeah.
for the sake of those other drivers that are listening, so I'll keep it to a surprise. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
DRS Maestro
now
has 7.5 seconds behind of our Manson.
and Master Off, yes, it's crazy. But Master Off is now completely caught up to our Manson. He's a second and a half behind, looks like.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right, we still have Current Dog and Hoven Rally battling it out. The Current Dog trying to defend on the inside.
Going a little bit deep, but keeping it on track, taking the inside line. And I've seen this movie before with Hope and Rowley behind Kern Dog.
Oh, you're absolutely right. All right, we do have now Infinator who is closing in along with DRS Maestro. So now both of these drivers having to get past both Kern Dog and Hoven Rally. So also something, ooh, it looks like Infinator also picking up the fastest lap at 136.4. But yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for the drivers, being aware that those ahead who haven't pit or are on older tires, their braking points might be a little bit different. So just important to keep cautious on that. Ooh, looks like...
Did Infant Eater overtake DRS? I think I missed that. DRS was definitely ahead of Infant Eater coming out of the pits, right?
He
Looks
was. Actually, no,
looks like
Infinator
those.
came out ahead, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Well, we'll see how this plays out, as Infant Eater is now going to have the DRS right behind the Hoven Rally with a little bit of a wiggle there on the exit. My gosh.
Infant Eater. He should be finding the traction on those softs to catch up. But Hoven Rowley benefiting from the DRS that Kern Dog is affording him might actually be helping Kern Dog a ton. If he can keep, very difficult to keep these guys behind on the
And
fresh
Infant Eater
tires.
with a great overtake
Finds the
there on the
traction,
outside.
yeah.
Nicely done. And so
Yeah.
now it's DRS
And he,
Maestro's turn.
yeah, Infant Eater needed to make that pass there. Yeah, great execution. And now it should be slim pickings here for Infant Eater on Kern Dog.
Yeah, I think Kerndog is struggling now on the exits with those little
Yeah.
wiggles coming out. And looks like that is going to give Infant Eater a bit of an advantage as Current Dog tries to defend. And looks like that isn't going to happen. So Infant Eater now gaining another position while DRS Maestro remains behind both Current Dog and Hoven Rally. So 5 laps remaining. No pressure DRS, but you gotta start putting the foot down.
Yeah. And Infant Eater now with clean air, 2 and almost 3 seconds to close to get Master off with the remaining 5 laps, including this one. Oh, Stroll.
Ay, ay, ay.
Wow.
Yo.
I feel like our Manson there was very, very generous with the space
That
on the inside. He uh,
was a good
nicely
move
done.
to complete by
It was,
Master Off, but a
yeah,
little bit of a heart attack.
yeah,
Jeez.
yeah,
Yeah, nicely done for Master Off now.
yeah.
Oh, it looks like we do have DRS Manager who has managed to get the overtake done here on Hoven Rally. So DRS Manager who now has Kern Dog ahead of him, as Kern Dog is now over a second behind of Infant Eater. So looking back at the leader interval. So with 5 laps remaining, DRS Maestro, well, Infant Eater is 2.8 seconds behind of Master Off. DRS Maestro 4.7 seconds behind of Master Off. So I think it's possible for these two drivers to catch up. We're looking at their pace and their ability to get those overtakes done.
Yeah, yeah. Infant Eater closing in on our Manson very quickly. Now within DRS. I wonder if those softs are still gonna feel as planted
Mm-hmm.
in the final lap or two to give him speed. Because Mazarov is he's put a phenomenal race. He's put a phenomenal race together. So we're not too far from the end of this race. But
Mm-hmm.
so who would you think would be your candidates for driver of the day, Larodi?
Um, I would definitely say one of them would be Kern Dog. Kern Dog who had that wing damage. Uh, now still in fifth, getting overtaken by DRS Maestro, but honestly doing really well with some defensive moves. Giving me a little bit of a heart attack here, but oh, you know, the
Three
three
wide.
wide. Hoping for a much
Ah,
clearer view, but looks like we're going to stay right behind of our Manson as DRS Maestro got the overtake done there, or Kern Dog actually getting past DRS Maestro. So a little bit of a defensive move there, as this is actually going to cost DRS Maestro a little bit of time from Infant Eater.
yep.
And Hoven Rally picking up a 3-second penalty now, so just going to take a quick look at the penalties. And if anything, I would probably add Master Off as well as a Driver of the Day nominee.
Yeah,
We'll
my
see.
thoughts. My thoughts
Oh,
exactly.
we'll see how these last couple race, the last couple laps go. My gosh, our Manson really close to the rear of DRS Maestro. Jeez. Oh, there we go. We
Yeah.
finally get the view, the view that we've been asking
Oh,
for.
lovely.
Oh
Better late
boy.
than never.
I guess. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, Infinitor, who is trying to close that gap behind of Master Off with the penalties. DRS Master with a phenomenal overtake there on Kern Dog, although Kern Dog is going to have the DRS, but I do think with the tire difference, DRS Maestro might still be able to hold on to that lead.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for Kerndog to. I mean, he's having a hell of a race, probably having a ton of fun, but that's too far away to send it in from. Whoops.
Ooh, it looks like we do have Honeyburger off the track in sector one, and that's yellow flags. I think it might be too late.
Oof.
Kern Dog. That might be too late for a safety car to come out, and so those yellow flags
Yeah,
are
we'll
going
see.
to
Yeah,
disappear
we're going to
now.
see green flags till the end of the race. Now, Infant Eater within 3 seconds, or just barely within 3 seconds of Master Off, that has that 3 second penalty.
Yeah, so he's managed to
That's
cut
the
it down.
Yeah, but Mazarov keeping up the pace on those 13-lap-old hards, which, you know,
Well,
they're not completely worn off.
mhm,
That's still there's plenty of tire there, but those softs are going to be starting to feel worse and worse for
mhm.
Infant Eater, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say
whether
those.
that, yeah,
Yeah, those softs by lap 8, I'm pretty sure drivers would be pitting. So they must be feeling horrendous. I did see we had another driver pick up a penalty. That was Kern Dog with a 3 second, another 3 second penalty. Ooh, and Hoven
yep.
Rally going a bit off track right there too. For a second, I thought he was gonna pick up one as well. So we are currently on the penultimate lap, and yeah, Masterov maintaining the pace
Keeping it
ahead of
right there.
Infinitor. Yeah,
I think I'm missing all the action just because I'm staring at that delta
yeah.
between Mazarov and Infant Eater. It's never been more exciting to watch numbers change on a screen.
Oh boy. Alrighty, so looking at the penalty, so our Manson possibly looking to steal a P4 from current dog, so that would actually be a good result for our Manson considering he finished on the podium on third last week. But DRS Maestro now picking up a 3 second penalty. Uh,
Mm,
and so
that
luckily that doesn't
changes
hurt him.
things.
Yeah, luckily that doesn't hurt him
Yeah,
so much considering current dog is further behind with the 6 seconds. But
with the 6 seconds.
yeah, very unfortunate for him considering I think the RS Smasher had the possibility to battle for the win. But it does look like Infant Eater's tires are hurting him a little bit now.
Yep, he's just still there at that 3 second mark. It's gonna come down to the wire.
We struggling a little bit with the car though. My goodness.
As we have Hoven Rowley battling our Manson. Uh, our Manson all but virtually having. Um,
He went from having a lonely race now to paddling
yeah,
between drivers, right?
yeah.
Oh boy.
I think he might have gotten just tired of doing time trial laps.
He's like, let me put myself between these guys. All these battles.
Yeah. So
Alrighty.
Master off here with the enough delta to compensate for that 3 second penalty.
Yep,
Coming
and
into sector 3,
I don't want to jinx
last
him
couple
on
of
this
corners.
final corner, but I'll wait for him to put the
Infant
throttle
Eater,
down.
yeah, Infant Eater might have made a
Lost
bit
more
of a
time.
mistake.
Yep, Master off
Yeah,
with the win. His first ever win actually in
phenomenal pole,
Division 2.
pole position in qualifying, dropped a ton of places at the start, and then did not pit on the safety car, had a single stop, and took it all the way.
Yeah,
Despite a
honestly, an
3 second penalty,
amazing,
phenomenal
amazing
race.
job from Master off.
Phenomenal race.
See, I didn't want to jinx it, and say earlier that this would have been his first win. So I figured, let me just wait. And
It,
honestly, an incredible drive, incredible drive.
incredible drive. Yeah, this is one he's gonna want to watch again. This was a great race. Very exciting.
Oh, it looks like Leader Liebag may have let his teammate through to finish there in the top 10. I think considering El Capitan is up ahead on the championship standings.
That's nice. That's a nice teammate there.
Let's see. So we're just waiting on Huckleberry Celius, who this is his first race with us. So big congratulations for finishing the race.
Absolutely.
Don't think
Yeah, well done.
we didn't see much of him, but we did see we do like to see our drivers finish all the races, and so yeah, really good job by him picking up a 3 second penalty there.
Very well done. Very well done to all the drivers. Very entertaining race.
Yeah, it
Lots
was
of action.
yeah, definitely lots of action. A couple of
They put
scares
on
as
a show.
well.
Yeah, they put on a show today.
Oh boy. And so, would you like to go over the final grid as we wait for it to pop up. Oh,
Absolutely. Oops. There we go.
I've never seen that before.
Master off, taking the top step
That's
and the
hilarious.
podium with a phenomenal, phenomenal drive with Infant Eater and DRS Maestro completing the podium positions. Armanson in P4, Kerndog with a great drive with some really strong defending in P5. Hovenroll in P6, Guardian P7, Mr. Consistency, Paulie D in P8, Julius Caesar in P9, El Capitan P10. Leader Liebag, the other Ferrari in P11, MJW, Chernobyl Clocks, and Huckleberry P14, with our debutant Celius completing the drivers, finishing on track with a couple of DNFs at the back. I believe Honey Tons, Panther, Hafernix, and Heavy Races.
Yep, that was our grid. Honestly, a great race. Would you like to mention your own driver of the day nominees?
No, I agree. I agree 100%. I mean, I'd be very surprised if Master Off doesn't get it. Um, but I will give Kerndog a shout out because it was very entertaining. Putting up a fight with everybody and their cousins through the race. And yeah, maybe I'll complete with R. Manson, because he did have a very strong, consistent drive, battling it to the end, benefiting from making the least mistakes in terms of track penalties and getting a great result out of it as well. So those would be my three nominees.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. They were really outstanding in this race, and I think well deserved if for a nominee mention. But honestly, yeah, an incredible race. Let's see, we do have next week in Suzuka, which is going to be another tricky race, but I
Yeah,
think
well,
it should be a really good one.
yeah, and higher chance of rain there, so you'll be
I
glad.
don't know. I've been disappointed these past couple of races. I want the rain. I want it, but this game doesn't listen to me. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, really good race. And Suzuka, I actually do like that track. I did like it two games before. Not in this, not in the last game actually much. But yeah, honestly, it has been a really good race week. Um, and yeah, Mini Tony, thank you again for joining in on the comms.
Oh, my pleasure. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and hopefully it gave you something nice to think about as you go off to bed. You can start counting the cars, counting the grid.
I'll be dreaming about the corn dogs.
The core dots. That was, that was honestly hilarious. But yep, everybody. Thank you once again. We do have our tier one group racing first race group on Saturday, so please stay tuned for that. We do have a bit of a time change considering we have our North Americans having their daylight savings, Europeans not yet, so our times are a little bit off, but it will be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time Saturday, while it remains at 8:30 p.m. for our European drivers. Uh, but yep, big thanks to all our viewers for watching. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe so you could get the notifications for our races when they go live, and to also give commentators like Mini Tony and I a little bit of appreciation. We're not professionals, but we do enjoy it. But everybody, yep. Mini Tony, any last words? You're good.
No, we're good.
All right, we're good.
This has been a blast.
We're Gucci. All right, perfect. So, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next race. Have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from, and have a good night.